Oh, hello folks, this is Steve AB4L. Now, nothing in this episode is a promotion, nor is it a recommendation. But I'm going to have to name a place where you can get some food. Recently, I received a gift of a sandwich card at Subway. The gift card will allow me to go to Subway. Now, when I stopped to think about it, the first time I went to a Subway, wow, that was really a long time ago. And they're everywhere, aren't they? Now, I'm not promoting anything, I'm not recommending anything, because I want to show you something. So I got this gift card, and just for fun, just a while ago, I wanted to look at the menu online, and something happened, and I want to show it to you. Now, when I tried to do it, it was about 2 hours ago, it didn't work out all that good. But the restaurants were open, but now it's 11 p.m. and I think they're all closed. But let's see if we can recreate what happened a couple hours ago. Now remember, I used to work for an internationally known, internationally operating IT company, and my last position was support for a major headline product that was one of the big hits early in the start of the web, where all kinds of companies bought that so they could have a website. Now, things are more differentiated now, but this is kind of what I used to do. When a customer is trying to make their website work, it's not working, they can't figure it out, so what they do is they would call us and say, it's your fault. And then we'd have to spend time working with them, figuring out 85% of the time what they didn't do quite right. 15% of the time it was our problem. All right, so let's look at what happened. Let's see if I can recreate it. So as I said, I received a gift card. I'm not promoting anything. I received a gift card for Subway. S-U-B-W-A-Y. Now that could be a Subway in New York, right? But I'll say Asheboro, and we know there's no subways underground in Asheboro, and it already knows about one on about NC49, but I'll just do this. Now it brings this view up, and what I do is I like to go to Maps, and then it shows you the balloons on the maps. And here's the center of the Piedmont, Randolph County, North Carolina, and they're listing, there's 4 shown. This one says temporarily closed. But I know these 3 are in fact open because in the last day or 2 I've seen them. Why? Because they're located in places I drive by or drive to for shopping. The one I was interested in, the most likely one, was at the big box store. Just down the road, 3 miles that way, pull into the parking lot. There's 2 entrances. You go in the east entrance, the one closest to where I am here. And as you walk through the front, you could pick up a cart, and you could pick out a video from a vending machine. But as you step through the door to actually enter the store, right there on the left is Subway. And that one is this one here, down here, 1226 East Dixie Drive. And what I did was I clicked on that button to go to the website, and I got this. Isn't that nice? Site can't be reached. Now the question is, why is it broken? Now it says it's something wrong with the HTTP2 protocol error. The web page might be temporarily down, or it may have moved permanently to a new address. And what they're showing here is what actually was put into my browser and clicked on by to try to send me to the place, to redirect me. Now, we'll get back to that detail in a minute. So let's go back. Can we go back? Oh no, it must have opened a new tab. Yeah, it opened a new tab for me. So it kept this, and it opened a new tab when it redirected me to where I wanted to go. Sometimes when you click on something, it replaces the tab page that you're on. Sometimes it has the courtesy to open a new one in case you want to, yeah. Now they're all closed because it's 11 p.m. And I tried this a couple hours ago when they were open. But what I saw, even when they're all open, is I saw this. Now that means something's broken. This is the kind of stuff I used to help customers analyze. Well, there's a couple of other. Now, one that I know about is next to the food line. If I were going all the way past the one at the big box store to the other end of Business 49, Business U64, and then turn on to NC 49, right there, there's a Food Lion in the big lot there, and there's another smaller lot, and in that smaller lot is the other one of the ones where, and that one's at 323 State Highway 49 Q. So I'm going to click, just like I did before, on this. And it worked. Now, it gives the hours, and it's highlighting for Friday. It's still Friday, but it says 10 p.m., it's 11 p.m., so you know that it's closed. Now, let me show you something. Now we're back to this. Let's pick. Now there's 4 locations, but one is temporarily closed. So let's pick the remaining one and that one's on 350 North Fayetteville Street. I know where that is. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click there. Now, this, you see, if you looked at the 2 titles, see, this one says Subway West Point Shopping Center, and this one says Subway Lowe's Plaza Shopping Center. And again, it's got a different hours. They close a half hour earlier, but it's for Friday, and if you look, it's 11 o'clock. So now I want to show you something. You see what it says up here? It says start order. What does that mean? I could telephone them. There's the number. I could get directions, but apparently I can order online and then go pick it up. So it'd be ready when I get there. So let me click on that. I clicked on it. What you can't see is up there on the tab, it's doing this. And I'm waiting. I can click on it again. Doesn't make any difference. Now let's look at this one here. Remember we came here? Start order. It's doing the same thing. It's not changing. Now watch. If I click here, because it's going circle, what's happening is it's going to replace this page with whatever the order page is. Unlike the one from Google that opened a new tab. So what I can do is I can say right click, open link in new tab. I can force a new tab. Do you see anything? Subway.com/enus/locator. That's the same, But whatever it is that it's trying to tell the browser to do, it's not working. Now I did it off of this one, but I can do it off of this one too. I can say start order, but open it in a new tab. And it does nothing. Now remember, the key word here is order. How would you solve this if you were level 2 support and the customer said, we bought your product and we got it, but it's not working and these pages are just blank. And we're trying to help them debug it. Is it our product's fault? Is it their people's fault? Is it the internet? Now, let me show you something. Remember back here when I clicked on it for the one at the big box store? I got this. Now, let's remember what I did. I'm going to close that one. We'll do it again. I'm looking for the one on Dixie Drive. There it is, and there's the button, and I'm going to click on it just like I did the others. And what should happen? Those two guys should come up and say, why don't you come to work for us? Because that's part of what that page is. We're hiring now. So let me click on it, and it does this, which is not what the other ones are doing. And a lot of times, because you can get a difference in behavior for what you think is supposed to be the same action, it tells you what's going on. And this is a lucky circumstance because Google made a mistake. The search engine made a mistake. The search engine has some bad data. Let me show you. When I clicked on one of these others, I'm supposed to get a page looking like this. And what it's doing, it's going to what is the front page of that location. And it's restaurants, Subway, Com, United States, and it actually names it. And it takes what is the front page, web page for that Subway location. I'm emphasizing this for a reason. And it has a start order button that when we click on it now, just gives me a blank screen. And it still hasn't got there, whatever it's supposed to do. Now let's go back. What's the address? See, the good thing about this is, having done this, and there's some kind of actual protocol error, the browser actually explicitly tells me where it tried to go. And it tried to go to ordersubway.com. English, US English, a restaurant, and then the restaurant identifier number. And then menu. You would go to the menu to, but it's order dot. But when I clicked on it, I'm supposed to go to the front page, not to the order page. So Google, for that location in Ashpo, in the database, has the wrong URL. It has it as though I had clicked on Start Order. Now, why does this solve us understanding what's gone wrong? I had this happen to me about 3 hours ago. It isn't because these places are closed. What you're seeing now is exactly what happened 3 hours ago. I'm just making this a little bit shorter than the hour-long thing I did 3 hours ago. When I clicked on the one at the big box store, it gave me this. a few minutes ago or 3 hours ago when I went to the front page of the location and I clicked on Start Order, it gave me a blank page. What do those two things have in common? It's not answering. The order part, server, up at Subway, wherever it is, isn't working. It's broken right now. So when Google brought up this page and put all the information in, it has an error in it on one of them. It tries to jump directly to the menu, take order page, which is wrong, but it allowed me to understand why this is just a blank page. Because however it was redirected by Google, it did it in a way that it returned an explicit error, which the other ones still haven't answered, to tell me that Subway has, at the moment, has something broken. It's Subway that's broken. Yes, the part that gives you the restaurant front page is working, and I can tell you it isn't because they're closed. Can we think of a Subway that might still be open? I don't know. Let's try it. Subway, Greensboro. I don't know. They might all be closed now too. It's 30 miles north. Closed, closed, closed. All right, let's try New York City. Subway, oh, see, that's not good. Why? Because it's a Subway. Subway, Sandwich, New York City. Let's see if it works. Ah! Subway rest. See how I have to change the search? You see how I had to change? I had to tell them, no, I mean the sandwich. Now, why did I do this? Because in New York, some places stay open 24 hours, including, my guess is, Subway. Open 24 hours. Close, open at 9 a.m. Open 24 hours. We've got 2 locations. So when I could order online, but let's click this. There's the restaurant, right? And it opened a new tab. Let's order online. Now it's giving me somebody else. Seamless, Grubhub, DoorDash. No, oh, that's delivery service. Can we go back? Can we go back? Can we do it again? I want to go to the website. This is open 24 hours. Now let's click on the Start Order, where we work only directly through Subway itself. You notice that other link is, there's all kinds of advertisers. You live in an apartment somewhere, you're going to place the order, DoorDash will go get it and bring it to your door for a tip, for a fee, right? So you don't have to go over and... So let's click on it and see if it works. It's not doing anything. Subway, 341 West 42nd Street. That's downtown. That's right in the middle of the city. And it's not answering, just like the one in Asheboro is not. So it has nothing to do with whether or not the restaurant is open. A part of the back end of Subway is broken at the moment. This is what I used to get paid the big money for. The customer's desperate. They're not totally familiar with how to do the web. Even today, it's complex. So they have to get help without paying for it. But they've got a license and they have the right to support. So they blame us I'm saying I'm retired, but all right. And this is what I would do to help analyze. This is what I got paid big money for. The answer is Subway's, a part of Subway having to do with order online is broken right now. And I'm absolutely certain of that because of an error in the database at Google. That for one of the locations in Asheboro, they actually have a jump directly to the order thing, and it's broken. And the web has told me explicitly. So no, it's not our software doing it. It's something you guys got to figure out where you are. See, I'm talking to Subway now. I'm just having fun. This is what I used to do. This is what they paid me the big money for. Something's broken. And it's verified again. The final take home is an error in the database for redirection URLs at Google proves and verifies that the problem is actually at Subway. However, the part that handles order taking, not the part that flashes the restaurant location, because if I go to this one and I click on it, it goes to the restaurant location, and to finish it up, if I click on Start Order, it does nothing. And it's because Google has shown me that their back end behind that button is broken at the moment. Steve A.B. for you, just having fun. Saying see you in 73.